Johnny, right there. Thank you.
A little step out. There's no way.
Johnny, one more in the middle.
Johnny, one more time, sir. Johnny.
Johnny,
One
to
more
your
time.
left.
Lifting up, sir.
Johnny, left.
Johnny, one more time.
Straight ahead.
Okay, to the right, sir. To the right. To the right.
Up here, it's me.
On your left. Sit down.
Javier, sir.
Right side, sir.
Javier in the middle.
Straight ahead.
Javier, this way.
Javier, looking up,
Okay, Jeffrey, right here, please.
Jeffrey, straight ahead.
Jeffrey,
Jeffrey, to your left. They're on side. Jeffrey.
give me a nice kiss.
To your right.
Left side.
Right band straight ahead there, sir.
And on your right here, please. Everybody this way.
Look over to your right.
Right here, move the hair a little bit.
One more time right here, please.
They got it. Left side.
All the way over that shoulder.
Elizabeth, on your right. Elizabeth,
And this one in the front of the outfit here.
Elizabeth, right in the middle.
Tanya, big smile.
Martin, right here, bud.
Martin, straight ahead. Martin, straight ahead. Stevie.
One more time.
Jerry on the right.
Give each other a nice kiss, guys.
Jerry. Jerry, look out.
Please, everyone looking right down here.
Everybody
right there. One more time, straight ahead. Right here, everyone looking big smile. Everybody walk right there to your right. Thank you. There's some solo. Yeah, just put your whole hand up over the line. Right here, guys.
Next stick there. All the way. Second row, thank you.
Jerry, turn this way, Jerry, on your straight right.
Jerry in the second row. Jerry up top.
Jerry, they got it. Mr. and Mrs. Brookheimer right here. Straight ahead, big smile. Jerry! Thank you. Jeff right here, Jeff. Yes.
And Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp!
It is. I mean, Captain Jack is a character that I find great safety in playing. You know, because when you sort of dedicate a certain period of time in your life to one particular character, it becomes more of a part of you than he initially was. Certainly, you know. It's a part of all of us that I think one of the things about Jack Sparrow is that he gets to do certain things that we don't get to do, you know, and we'd all like to do. We'd all like to answer a question irreverently. We'd all like to, you know, just kind of bop around and be dumb and irresponsible. So there's kind of good safety in that, you know. People have, the response has been great, you know, to the film, which is really nice. I mean, it's everything, because we all, as I said, we all work so hard to make it fresh, to make it new, to bring new things to the character, to the audience, to the, you know, and also you've got Javier Bardem, who's just incredible actor. Jeffrey Rush is back. We've got Kyan Branson. I mean, it's just such a great cast, and the directors were wonderful. And it was. You know, you never know. I never know if, you know, am I saying goodbye to the character after that? You never know, you know. But I don't think I'll ever have to say goodbye to him. He's kind of in there. Yeah.
Well, I was kind of jealous on Pirates 4 because my wife was doing it and I was picking on the set, and I was like, I want to do one of these. I mean, because it was so fun to watch and the process. And everybody was doing a great job. But not only that, like I could walk around the sets and I would see how beautifully detailed everything was. So you know that you are working with top-notch people in the crew, and Jerry Bruckheimer's productions are always at the highest level. So I said, I wouldn't mind to do one of those. And then years later, he called me, and I was like, yes, let me read it. Let me make sure that I can bring something to it, but yes, of course. And here we are. We have to care about him, otherwise we lose interest. But that was a little bit of the challenging, which is like to bring a little bit of a humor and fun and joy, and also that we care a little bit about him, knowing that it's a Disney movie and you have to play a villain in Disney movie, which is like very villain. I think this is one of those movies that you see on big screen, and it's an experience of. There are so many thousands of people that have put their best time, their best work into doing this and putting this together. That is really, like a party of a movie, and you see all these effects and all of this quality on screen, and you believe in the movie, in the magic of movie making. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge honour to be a part of something that brings so much joy to so many people. I think we're all super excited about it. There's also a huge responsibility that comes with that. I think we all wanted to add something new. We wanted our characters to be important, and I think we've kind of accomplished that. I think, we've kind of like added some new storylines, some new characters. They kind of fit into the world great. I think personally for me, Karina is one of the strongest female characters we've ever had in this franchise. She's extremely progressive for her time. She's an astronomer. She's certainly not a damsel in distress. Yeah, it's crazy. This is my first ever like Hollywood premiere. I keep pinching myself. It's kind of unbelievable. It's wonderful that this is the kind of movie that in every corner of the earth people can enjoy. And I think we really have got a sense of that on the press tour so far. There are so many people from all kinds of backgrounds that can come together and really enjoy these movies.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I was, I just got a call saying, would I come in and talk about, bringing me back into the franchise? And I was like, yeah, I was intrigued. I think I was initially like, how are they going to do this with authenticity and something that feels like it would work? And it was so simple, it was a beautiful emotional hook. The opening sequence, I'm with my 9-year-old son and, bringing him into the movie and then sending him off on a journey to find me, which is a lot I did in the whole trilogy before. There's a lot of love, yeah. You know, you sort of wonder, don't you? You kind of go, wow, we've done there's 5 of these movies now. I've done 4 of them. And is there room for more pirates? And then you sort of think, well, actually, kids still love pirates. Aside from Pirates of the Caribbean, kids still want to get dressed up as a pirate. They still want to go Halloween and fancy dress as a pirate. So there is a deep love for the mythology of pirates, let alone combining that with Disney and Johnny Depp and a great script and then some of the greatest action adventure sequences, slapstick comedy and visual effects and digital effect that are just like second to none. So you sort of get the full package. So it sort of, I can see why it's still working. And for me it's great, you know, my son loves it. So it's great to be in a film that my son loves.
You know what, I'd watched these movies since I was 14 years old, and there was something at the time that were fresh, exciting, comedic. They brought a bunch of different genres to the screen, and for me, personally, I wasn't a huge fan of the comic book movies, or I'm trying to think of what everyone else loved at the time. I was more into the Jim Carrey movies and Robin Williams and European cinema and English movies, and Pirates kind of brought all those into the one genre, into the one movie. So as a kid, it was, I was always excited to see the next pirate movie, and to be a part of it was such a gift. Oh my God, it's amazing. You know what? I would be the guy in the Jack Sparrow outfit on the other side of the barrier going, Johnny, sign my thing, It's amazing. We were kind of blessed. Kaya and I say Javier, but I mean, I know that he had fans already all over the world. Super movie star, Academy Award winner. We were lucky that we were brought into such a worldwide renowned franchise. So we had the world premiere in Shanghai in China at Disneyland, which was phenomenal. And we traveled from there to Paris. I don't think that's real rum in that guy's mug, is it? After China, we went to Paris, and we had the European premiere, and now we're here in Los Angeles, premiering the movie to the United States. I think this film really brought back what fans loved in the first movies. That focus on character, and especially the parent-child relationship. I play a guy who, throughout the movie, is almost 100% focused on saving his father, and I think those themes of bravery, morale, and family are really strong throughout Disney, and it's nice to kind of bring that back to the franchise for this one.
Yeah, no, it's good to know, because you don't know what the impact is. Sometimes you get a bit of a sense. I don't know how much fan mail Johnny gets, probably quite a lot. I get some, and it's very interesting to read, and I always write back to everyone. And now I'm starting to get more stuff from China and Russia over the years, Slovenia. And when we opened a screening in Paris Disneyland last week, there were about 5,000 people turned up to welcome us, which was really amazing. Yeah, well, I think Jerry Bruckheimer is a very creative producer, and he doesn't there's no dictation from a time pressure or a tentpole timetable. He waits until a very good story comes up and then says, who do we need, new characters. The great thing about this one is the computer-generated effects are really, really groundbreaking. They're insane. Well, they've been good to me because, I was sort of I was the villain that was spat out from the mouth of hell in the first film. And then I thought I was dead. With a bit of voodoo or maybe a bit of movie magic, I came back and I sort of became like a politician, getting the G20 of pirates together. And then I worked for King George II, and now in this one I've become extremely wealthy, but in a very vulgar kind of way. So it's been a very nice evolution for me. Oh yes, the monkey's adorable. I was going to bring the monkey today, but I don't know what happened. I think Pablo might have got a bit of stage fright.
I'm super stoked because You know, the last 4 films were all at Disney, which was great, but it was so big and it was so far away. And I always wanted to be at a premiere on Hollywood Boulevard, and my dream has come true just in time, I feel. So I'm very, very happy to be here. Oh, Javier is just incredible. I mean, he's scared the bejesus out of me. And I hardly met him on the film, but he's a really, really good villain. But then, you know, we've always had pretty good villains, I think. But he's a particularly good one. I love the fact that we are well back to the notion of cursed pirates, which I tried to warn everybody about at the beginning of the first film. Nobody listened. Beware those cursed pirates. You don't want to bring them down on us now, do you?
Oh, I was so excited when I got the call to come back, because it's like, you know, Disney's like a big family. So when you get the call from the mouse, hey, we're coming back to work. And I missed the 4th one. We were busy. And so they couldn't get us in there. But, you know, this one is amazing. I think the 2 directors, I'm used to gore, but these guys were great. It was great. You know, I've never had 2 directors at the same time. And again, just being with Johnny Depp and Jeffrey Rush, you know, and now Javier Bardem, so it's a killer cast. You know what? Johnny had it from day one, and he nailed it. He knew it, and there's no reason to mess with the magic. And as long as they keep that kind of going and they got good scripts, you know, I hope they do more. I don't know if they will or not, but, you know, it's a great franchise, and there's a lot that could still be explored.
Yeah, well, it's amazing to be here finally, you know, in Hollywood, to open our movie. It's just a dream come true. It's been such a long journey to make it, over 3 years actually, to make it all come together. So I'm thrilled to be here. Oh yeah, we've been traveling around the world. We just came from Shanghai, via Paris, had a great couple of openings, like both in Disneyland's over there, which was insane. Lots of fans. You know, it's nice to come out of the editing room and actually see who you're making the movie for. It's amazing. No, it's, I mean, I always knew, and I'm actually a fan myself, you know, so coming out here and seeing it and be reminded of what it means to people, it's wonderful. Well, I hope that, you know, what was important was to make a film with heart. You know, of course, it needs spectacle, action, the comedy, the scares and the thrills and all of that. But I think what we really worked on was to make, you know, it emotional and something you can relate to, even though it is a pirate movie. So that's what I'm hoping that the audience will see and feel.
Yeah, well, both Joachim and I have been fans since we were kids, so we just love the ride in Disneyland and of course the movies, and we were just thrilled to be able to give it our little spin. So it's been a great adventure, and with all the great actors and producers and Disney and everything, so really excited. Yeah, no, we've been to Shanghai, which was awesome, and in Disney World there. Lots of screaming fans, just a fantastic few days there. So, and then we of course went on to Paris, which was also amazing. So, and now we're finally here in LA. Great to be back. Oh, it's just amazing to be here, seeing all the fans here too, and how people are sort of celebrating the franchise and the fact that there's a new movie out. So, yeah, very happy for that. Yes, Captain Salazar. He's really scary, and it was really important for us to have a bad guy that had a personal story with Captain Jack, that it was really a nemesis this time, because we felt that was more interesting both for the audience and the development of the characters. So we worked really hard at that, and it also brings a backstory with Captain Jack, so we get to see a little bit of what he was like when he was younger, how he sort of became Captain Jack.
You know, I've been on all 4 of the movies before this one as well, and so it was kind of just, it was time, you know, and I sat down with Hans Zimmer and I sat down with Joachim and Espen, our directors, and we all just had a great discussion, kind of kicked it off, felt like we were ready to do it together, and this is before they even shot the movie. So then, then it became my turn, I guess you'd say. Actually, the very first piece of music that I wrote for the movie was Karina's theme, and I played it for Jerry Bruckheimer and for Espen and Joachim, and immediately we all knew we were in a good place. That actually plays in the end credits of the movie, but her theme plays throughout the film, and I think that's fertile ground for a composer, because she has such a long story arc. She goes through so many changes, and there's so much to her as a character. It gave me just a huge canvas to paint on, I guess you'd say. Absolutely. I think actually that Jack's irreverence is what inspires the music for this movie. We really are thinking of the orchestra like they're a rock band, and so much is made of Johnny Depp going, looking to Keith Richards for inspiration, and a little bit of Pepe Le Pew, he says. And I think, that irreverence informs the score absolutely. So as soon as you put an orchestra in a room and you say, we're playing rock music today, they get so excited because they've got 4,000 years of practice, and they get to expose the rawness in their playing. They get to be a little rebellious, and they just eat it up. They give you every ounce, and it's such a fun way to work. That's what makes these scores so unique and so iconic, really. The attitude is rock and roll.
We have had such fun partnering with Disney. As La Rock really has been a kind of a Hollywood staple in the beauty industry for 22 years and growing. And so partnering with Disney was just kind of a natural fit, and Pirates of the Caribbean made absolute sense because it kind of merges that swashbuckling and that fun. So with part of the partnership, in addition to helping to sponsor the premiere here today, we actually have created a beauty collection that is inspired obviously by everything for this film, from Captain Jack's compass to the Trident. So we actually have created an eyeshadow palette that's kind of an homage to the compass, has a secret compartment that hides a cheek palette that's an homage to the diary, which is a featured kind of relic of the film, and then obviously the lip products that kind of have that feature for the Trident. So trying to integrate the different elements that are really important in the film and the film story into beauty products seems unusual, and yet there's such a following and such a appetite for just kind of beautiful and fun beauty products.
Well, this harkens back to the first one. This is it's romantic, it's funny, it's got great action in it, and of course you have Captain Jack back, and that's what we love. We love having him. Javier Bardem is a fantastic villain. And we have two new kids, and they're handsome and beautiful and terrific actors. Oh, listen, it's great. It's people around the world love this franchise. They're really excited about this new one. So we're thrilled to be here on Hollywood Boulevard to celebrate it.
Hey, Lisa here with some behind-the-scenes facts for you. The character of Gollum in Lord of the Rings was digitally created by using 13 cameras pointed at different sensors attached to actor Andy Serkis's costume. Now, the high-speed Phantom camera used in The Hurt Locker from 2008 had a capability of 2,000 frames per second. Now, keep up to date with all the latest releases by subscribing to our channel and checking the notification bell. See you next time.